cluttered desk, index cards, file folders, the in-out basket, the calculator. These are the tools of the office professional's past. The dawn of the computer age. Machines have always meant bigger and more powerful. But the software could not accommodate the needs of office professionals who are responsible for the look, shape, and feel of tomorrow, the decision makers. Until now, they have only been visitors to the information age. Today, there is a personal office system that presents the familiar environment of their desktop and combines it with the simple, natural ways in which professionals do their work. Presenting Lisa, a 16-bit dual-disk drive personal office system from Apple Computer. Lisa, integrated software with the common user interface. Lisa, the next revolution in computing.
The breakthrough of the Lisa program is the software technology. The use of graphics to emulate the way an individual works in an office environment, and a software architecture that allows us to integrate the typical functions of a personal computer. Word processing, modeling, business graphics, database management, and datacom.
Lisa began as the dream of key Apple executives, Steve Jobs, Mike Markkula, and John Couch. Then Apple had to build it.
If you sort of dig beneath the surface, one of the real successes of the Lisa program was creating an environment where all these crazy people that could really be very, very successful. And I guess that's one of the things that Apple's done best.
Engineer Rich Page pushed for the first critical decision, the selection of the 16-bit MC68000 as the CPU.
Along with the 68000, one of the things that you have is a larger address capability. So you're not limited to a smaller amount of memory. Lisa typically would have upwards of 0.5 megabyte of memory.
It was really the only chip that had a sufficient address space that we could write programs of this size and have an architecture that would last us over a period of at least a decade, which we felt was very important.
The power of the MC68000 permitted another breakthrough, the common user interface.
On Lisa, we make each of the programs have a similar user interface so that what you've learned from using one program carries over and you feel naturally how to use the next.
A key element in the common user interface is the mouse, an ingenious cursor positioning device that makes using the system as easy as point and press.
In the design of Lisa, we chose to use graphical menu items instead of word commands that you type in because it's a lot easier to learn. Instead of remembering a whole long list of commands and remembering how to spell each correctly and all of those things, we just present a picture, a menu of options, and to choose one, you just point at it with a mouse, and it's real easy to learn. Take, for example, a graphics editor. My 10-year-old niece walked up to my machine and started playing with it. In 5 minutes, she knew how to use the graphics editor, and she stored off her picture and printed it out. That's what's so beautiful about Lisa, is anybody can use it.
Lisa is the only personal office for word processing, electronic spreadsheet capabilities, business graphics, management, and graphics editing. Integrated package. The bit feature permits the user a multitude of typeface fonts and to do any composition imaginable. The tutorial program, Apple Guide, introduces basic concepts necessary to use Lisa. Because Lisa is a revolutionary, Apple built a special preview Lisa to corporate.
One of the larger corporations, after having viewed Lisa, to me, there have been two revolutions in the computer: the invention of the integrated, and I think I
And construction of Lisa, 200 years of testing, deep, hundreds of thousands dedicated to creating an system that would incorporate the most natural interface developed. more than 30 Americans and millions more work in offices. Executives and managers, marketing, engineering, and planning are the prime targets of Lisa marketing push. IBM, Zip, and others appear to be formidable competitors, but none of Lisa's innovative and low-cost. The office computer market of the future, like the personal computer of 1977, this represents an extremely large and untapped market. Lisa is years setting the standards of office software. Lisa was the flagship of the Apple product. The Apple II to those who need a small for work or personal use. The Apple III business marketplace. Lisa will lead to the knowledge worker, the corporate executive, and professional personnel.
You can describe verbally face, and you won't have nearly the effect of letting somebody sit and play with it. Once someone plays with the Lisa,
Far and away the most ambitious undertaking that Apple and it really is massive in dollars and human resources, really risk since two. We had all of $1,300. I think what we did really put it back on the table and said the company on this. It was the future direction of first. I think everyone working on the release, everyone outside of the product wants one.
Lisa, administration of its leadership in bringing knowledge worker. Lisa, personal office system of here from Apple today. Okay.
Great presentation you made.
I put together that entire project, including the presentation slides, just this morning.
Had your whole department work.
No, I used my new computer.
Computer did all of that? Incredible.
The computer is incredible. In just a few moments, just a schedule chart. Update the entire budget. Write a memo, which includes the budget, graphics, and create a distribution list. And I have time to spare before my meeting. Lisa working for me to do this kind of project. It's still in relax. What's so special about Lisa? The computers. Why Lisa's different. You see, it works as I do. Create and combine words, numbers, charts, virtually in seconds. Look, why don't I just show you this? You see, Lisa's screen is now as being like your office, desktop and office fixtures. place to store information, and get rid of information in the paper basket. On the screen, there's a menu. It tells you what functions are available at the time. This entire arrangement is the top manager. We control Lisa by these images on the screen. This unique item, mouse. By the mouse, we move to open. I point to it and click the mouse button. Now, by going to the bar and depressing that, the menu is displayed. The option that I point to is Opus Project in black. When I release the mouse button, I can see the contents of I can quickly put the document in a folder in Lisa. You can store folders in folders, just as I do on my. Now, earlier today, I filed a project schedule in this folder. Let's retrieve it. I go to the print menu and choose this, which opens on my desktop. I can now see what the document contains. This is all part of the whole process. If I want to install it, I can open the layout menu and reduce to fit. The whole chart fits on my screen at a time. I only want to work tasks in the next few weeks. I'll only show part of the chart. Milestones and the box of tasks to be completed. Inside each box is the task, who's responsible for it, and how long it will take. I can also see associated with each task on the latest I must start it to be completed on time. This one is the latest to complete the task if I'm the whole project. With Lisa, I can picture of my chart using the mouse. Task to my flow chart. Draw this box with the and enter the name task from the keyboard. I can delete this old mouse. And these new lines. The critical part automatically up task. The boxes on the bottom. The connected tasks the longest. That's why the critical path. I can rearrange the boxes to make it easier to read. All I do is grab the box with the mouse. I assigned a new task and gave him 5 to complete it. This new job will affect for a resource chart. I can see that with the project, Robert will probably be booked, but still time. The project begins. I monitor work progress, entering the days on each task. which automatically updates the resource chart. This project simplifies so I can manage my better. Let's take a look at the budget for this project. First, let's set it aside. Simply go to the file print printer and choose side schedule. It goes to a place on my desktop where I can easily go back to it. And up this morning was with the help of Lisa. Lisa Calc allows us to develop budgets, cost models. Let's look at this budget, which is now opened on the screen. If I the assumptions I made when setting it, well, I could scroll. I can also scroll and to the left, right. Reduce the size of the print of the chart. My entire model on the screen. Let's say I wanted to values in one of the cells. I point, press to select it, and a new value which replaces the old one. Now, what happens to my expenses if I have a staff of 10 people instead? Let's see if I can reduce my expenses. Now, we revise the assumptions of the model. Let's see what effect using employee expense on my deficit. I'll change it to a month. Now I've corrected my deficit. If I want to insert this budget into a memo or a report, I use the mouse to select information. I edit menu and choose copy. I've made a copy of the model, which I can use here. I'll set the budget for now. To create a memo like the one I have, with Lisa Wright, Lisa's powerful processing tool. I type my memo. Then I the calc model I just positioning the point, pressing the mouse button. I get a vertical bar to show me where the will be. Paste from the edit. The model is added to the memo. I can also insert text, say a heading. Again, I select my insertion and just type. I can even change the text. How about bold? I can work with input until it looks like, and then with the printer, I can copy it exactly as it appears. This memo off now. Just I wanted to make the budget information glance. I should draw different kinds of graphs, like bar charts and line charts. Here's that budget again. Now I'm going to select critical information. Next, I copy that information just as I did before. Graphics document we wish to I want the information to choose paste. The procedure used is used when we moved in Lisa right earlier. To the graph, now I use words the same way I do in documents, by and typing. But what if the information I was trying to convey was a different configuration? Say in a line, pie chart. The translation occurs almost instantly. To complete the graph, I can add titles to different type styles, and just as I could in the memo. Amazing how much can be done so. Whether with Lisa Cal, Light, or any other function, I control Lisa exclusively with the mouse, always in the same way. The keyboard I used on text or numbers. Now, of course, sometimes I'll want to Lisa graph can't, but I won't need extra this drafting. All I'll need is Lisa Draw, free-form graphics that allows me to develop graphics. That's done. This is Lisa Draw paper. I've pasted the chart earlier. I can now explode the pie. Duplicate. The different fill patterns. I can then rearrange the objects to produce a. If I want to further customize my pie chart, I can select all the lines and make them bolder. I can also move text. And now add something new. By choosing this particular, I can always draw straight lines. I could even exactly as you see it. Amazing? Not really. It makes it easier for you to do a lot of the things that you do already. Lisa will help the distribution list for this report on the Opus project. Let me show you how. This document is a list of all the employees. It contains names, mail stuff, and other information about them. Suppose I wanted to report to everyone on the market. I find what option on the list. Go to the Marketing Council and type yes. After I find and show, I get only employees on the Marketing Council. Since I hold this information on my distribution list, what order and for, and I can say no in those columns. Permitted. I can also sort mail stuff. Now let's look at the revised. That I have everyone on the council in order to start. Working with just the amount of flexibility. In just one morning, revised a schedule, adjusted a budget, that contained part of the created a graph based on the budget and cut the graph. I distributed the report to employees. And now, in the empty folder I've named project. All my documents into this folder so they'll be easy. Lisa's son